Hello everyone, this is Dr. Sohini Bhattacharyya. Currently, I am an assistant professor in the Department of Zoology at Kalinga University. So today for the first session of my talk, I'm going to talk about the paper Applied Zoology. So basically over here for this session, we are going to cover what is in Applied Zoology, what do we mean by Applied Zoology, and how students are going to benefit by studying this paper. So before we begin, let's talk about what is zoology and what basically zoology covers. We are going into these details because this course is being offered by us in the undergrad level. So in zoology, we talk about animals. And by animals, I mean every aspect of animal. Be it at the cellular level, where we talk about the cellular and the molecular papers. Be it at hereditary aspects, where we talk about genetics, regarding how animals interact with their environments, where we talk about the papers in ecology. We also have papers in immunology and all those things. So every aspect of animals is talked about in zoology. The paper Applied Zoology adds on to this aspect of animals. It links how students can connect startups and entrepreneurships with zoology. How basically they can link the classical and modern techniques to earn money by exploring the different aspects of animal husbandry and different culturing techniques. So in this course, we have different culturing techniques that we study. Say for example, like aquaculture, under which we have pisciculture, pearl culture, and prawn culture. Then we have the other culturing techniques like sericulture, apiculture, and lac culture. We also talk about how different toxins affect the animals and how we can deal with those. And finally, we also talk about the different technical parts like the different tools we use in zoology to study the animals and understand how they are functioning. So, why is this paper important for the students? So obviously learning about animals is important, learning about how they function is important, but additionally we also need to have some kind of skills by which students can earn money by utilizing their knowledge. So this paper gives this added advantage to the students to understand how they can input or how they can utilize their understanding of animals to earn money by starting startups and all those things. So this course gives them the basic knowledge of understanding how the different culturing methods like the pisciculture, the aquaculture, the sericulture functions, how to rear the different organisms, how to include entomological aspects, the agricultural aspects, the technical aspects, and start the different startups so that they can use those knowledge to earn money and to build their own firms or any other entrepreneur aspects that they want to do. So after completion of this course, what we expect from the students is that they're going to have the basic and the technical understanding of how to culture the different freshwater organisms like the fishes, the prawns, the pearls, and then how they're going to manage those things, how they're going to tackle with the different challenges like the diseases, the infrastructure things, the water facility and all those things. Then how they're going to do the quality control management, how they're going to understand which species they need to introduce, how they're going to understand the market demand and use all those skills to initiate their own projects. So at the very end, we also expect them to be able to deal with the challenges and utilize their knowledges to tackle with the hands-on functioning of these skills in the firms or in any kind of industries that they join in. So basically, overall, this course is a bit different from other classical courses of zoology, where we are not just only talking about the knowledge and understanding or understanding the concepts, but we are also trying to make them introduce those in the real field so that finally they can earn money by utilizing their knowledge through their entrepreneurship skills. So moving over to what the students are basically going to learn in the course is that in the very first section, we are going to talk about aquaculture, and within that, we are going to talk about pisciculture. So under pisciculture, the students are going to learn about the different fishes, not only the scientific names and their taxonomic positions, but they are also going to learn about their characteristics, how they're going to survive in the field, how they're going to get introduced in the ponds. Additionally, they are also going to learn about the pond preparation techniques, where we are going to talk about how to introduce the seeds, about liming, about pond construction, about introduction of water, and understanding the water quality parameters. Additionally, we are also going to talk about ornamental fish culture, where they're going to learn about aquarium maintenance, which is again an important aspect of applied zoology under the part that is the pisciculture part. And over there, they're going to learn about how to maintain the aquarium, how to do the cleaning, how to sustain the different ornamental fishes, how to sustain the different planktons, and all those things. Additionally, they're also going to learn about pearl culture and prawn culture, because in addition to fishes, we need to have other substances that are going to be sources of protein for people, which people can consume in their daily lives. So we are going to talk about those things. And obviously, we all know that the pearls are of ornamental value. So obviously that is another very important part of aquaculture. Then moving over to the other important cultures that we are going to talk about in the course, we have sericulture. We are going to talk about the rearing and manufacturing of silk. Then we are going to talk about apiculture, where we are going to learn about the rearing of honeybees and production of honey. Then we also have lac culture, where we are going to talk about the lac insects and the manufacturing of lac. Then finally, moving on to the other parts of the course, we have things like toxicological aspects, where we are going to learn about how LC50 and LD50 impact the different organisms, how different toxins can impair the functioning of the animals and impact the entire animal husbandry and the aquaculture systems. And then finally, we are going to learn about the different techniques and tools that we use in zoology, and not only zoology, specifically in applied zoology, where we are going to understand the basics and also have some hands-on practices on them to know how to use them in the real field. Say, for example, the microtome, where we use the microtome to prepare tissue sections and study the tissue sections to know whether the organism has got any diseases or there are any problems in the tissues and all those things. So basically, overall, this entire course will give an overall understanding of how the specific animal the student wants to focus on if they're starting off with any kind of like startups or entrepreneurships, to understand how the animal is functioning, to understand its behavioral aspect, to understand the maintenance of the animal, and it's going to give an overall holistic idea of how to move on with individual animals. And also, if someone is interested in understanding multiple animals, they are going to get an idea of all the different cultures that we practice generally in zoology. Thank you.